I tried to explain to Ronnie why it offended me, but he's so busy yelling and lashing out.
But he left the studio yesterday when we were trying to explain it to him here.
Oh, he was so hurt on the wrap-up show. It was great. I was listening to it. Yeah, I'll play you some of it. It's great. Let me get to it. Gary Page 1. You know,
That's Gary Page 2's wrap-up.
Okay. Yeah, this is wild. The best way I could explain it is, like, okay, so the poem said, where I'm standing there with my wife and all my coworkers and all that, all my friends. Should I explain this to you?
You're going to stop already, man.
No, because I can't believe you don't get it.
No, I don't get it.
All right, now can I explain
don't get it.
But if you concentrate, like in school, and you listen to me, you might get you might get some understanding. But you're so busy yelling.
Sorry, but I don't get it.
Okay.
And I never will. You
all
can
right,
explain
maybe.
all you
Why
want.
do you say you never will? Maybe you will. Listen.
No,
to me.
I won't.
You want to listen or you want to talk?
No, well.
You'll go ahead and talk. Get yourself talked out, and then I'll explain to you why it's offensive.
There's no way it's offensive. I'm sorry.
Okay, so let me see if I can.
Even if other people are offended.
I really don't care because I didn't. It wasn't meant to be offensive. Okay.
All right, listen to me.
You asked me to
Ron,
fucking write a goddamn poem. I wrote a poem.
I didn't ask you to write a poem.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes,
No,
you did.
Decided to
You
write
said
this.
you're writing-
No,
You
dude.
said you're writing a poem.
No, you said you should write a poem for the holiday party.
No, you
No,
did.
you said it first.
You
Dude, sorry.
volunteered that one.
Yeah, no, okay. Yeah, it's always, yeah.
I gave you a
Go
lot
ahead.
of good ideas.
Go ahead,
Didn't
talk.
I give you Girl of the Week?
Tell
for
me-
your Twitter? Who gave you Girl of the Week?
Hot chick of the week.
Hot chick. Who told you to do that?
You did.
Okay, so there
Okay.
you go. All right,
All
so I have some good ideas.
I didn't say you didn't.
Right. Okay.
But
so now, are
me
you gonna
writing
listen?
that poem was not meant to be offensive.
Right.
Sorry.
Wasn't meant to be, but it was.
I don't see how, but okay.
I'm going to explain it to you. Do you want to learn or you want to talk? I'll wait till you're done.
You could say whatever you want. You could talk to your blue in the face. You
Oh,
could
you're
talk-
not gonna
You
listen.
could talk to your blue as that console. Okay.
I think if I
And I
explain it to
will
you,
not understand how you think it's offensive.
Okay. So I'm going to explain it to you one last time.
Go ahead.
And let's see if it works.
It won't work, but
I
go
think
ahead.
it's going to.
Are
No,
you
I don't think it
proud
will.
of this
All right.
ability of yours to not understand?
Yeah.
No. I'm not
Okay.
that I'm proud, but you know what?
In other words,
I
what you're saying is, I might say to you right now something that resonates, that really makes sense to you, and you don't care. It's not going to make sense
Nope.
to you. Okay. That's brilliant.
That's right.
All right. In other words, if I said to you 2 + 2 is 4, you're going to no.
No, I know 2 + 2 is 4.
All right. So maybe I know what I'm talking about. Now, here's what I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
You ready to listen, or are you going to want to talk?
I'm
If you
ready
want to
listen.
talk, I'll shut up.
No, I'll listen.
Okay.
I'll listen, but I'm not going
All
to
right.
listen.
So we had a holiday. You're going to listen, but you're not going to listen. All right.
Go ahead.
Okay.
You
We
listen with one ear and not with the other.
All right. So we had a holiday party. You wrote a poem.
Right.
JD read it.
Right.
I'm standing there with my wife. I'm standing there with Robin, Fred,
Okay.
all the coworkers, everyone.
Right.
And so the line was, hey, some people think Howard's an ass. Some people think Howard is crass.
Right.
But, I think he's a great guy. Okay. So then you say to yourself, gee, that's a compliment. I complimented my boss. I don't think he's an ass, and I don't think he's a crass. I think he's a great guy. And a lot of us here agree that he's a great guy, right? Do I have it so far?
And that's the way it was
Okay.
written.
So here, I'm going to write a poem about you. Right now, right off the top of my head.
Okay.
Ronnie is... A lot of people say Ronnie's a stupid Jew. I don't think so. A lot of people say Ronnie is a big dumb fuck who just drives a limo. But I don't think that. A lot of people say Ronnie's mustache makes him look like an old billy goat. But by the way, I don't think that. I
Okay.
think he's a great guy. Are you
Okay.
offended by that?
No.
Okay. All right, then I can't make my point.
Have
You're
you
right.
ever read Julius Caesar?
No.
By
No.
Shakespeare?
No.
Are you
I'm too,
kidding?
I'm too stupid.
Because Mark Antony, when he wants to libel his opponents, he does it in just that way.
Mark Anthony was married to what's her name?
Cleopatra.
No.
Mark,
Jennifer Lopez.
oh, you're thinking about that. I'm talking about the Marcus Anthony from.
But do you,
Caesar's time.
seriously, you don't see...
He was maligning his compatriots in just that way. Some people would say this. I don't feel it.
In other words, why bring up at my party that some people think I'm an ass?
It was part of a poem.
No, I understand it's part of a poem, but you brought it up in your poem. Like, in other words, why go there? Why not just say, hey, Howard's a great guy. He's my kind of guy. You sometimes use 2 words to rhyme.
But
guy,
that's how-
guy. So I'm saying, in other words, if I brought up negative things about
the end part
Yes,
of
at
it
the end
brings
you're
that
saying-
out.
Right. The end part says, I think he's a great guy.
No, I said everybody.
Everybody.
Thinks that at this party
Everybody
that you're a great
here.
guy.
So-
Right, because it's
But
our
why-
holiday party.
But why in front of my wife and
So
all
why
my
are we
friends?
talking about people who are not
Why do
there?
why bring up the people who think I'm an ass? In other words, a lot of people think you're an asshole, right?
I know they do.
All right. Why would I bring that
Doesn't
up at your
bother
party?
me.
I wouldn't bring it up at your party. Do you follow the logic? A little bit? Come on, tell me I didn't get through to you a little bit.
A little
just
bit, maybe, but
now. Okay. All right. A little bit maybe is better
Oh,
than
that's
nothing.
a crack.
yeah.
Right.
Maybe that bird is about to be hatched.
In other words, you could bring up a million things. Why bring up that some people think I'm an ass?
Because it's
Because it's what?
because I'm writing a poem about a holiday party.
Yeah.
It's
And?
your holiday party.
Right.
The whole thing that I wrote about was not about you until the end.
No,
because
it was in the middle.
No, at the end. It was all at the end.
The line about me being an ass.
Yeah, but it all broke down until the end of the poem.
Right.
What?
So I'm saying.
It-
So I don't
it was
care what
all
you
the
mean.
end of the
because
poem.
it came at the end, it should be better.
No.
What's the difference
Dude,
where it comes up?
I was writing about the party, what goes on, how we have fun.
Right.
how-
If I'm writing a
how
beautiful-
people-
if you
at
throw
the,
me-
and at the end, I brought out how. No, you know what?
Ronnie, if
It can't make sense
if
to
you threw a beautiful party,
Yeah.
let's say it was your birthday.
Well, I apologize to your wife, but I won't apologize.
All right,
to
fine.
you. Okay?
Because you're being stubborn and being
Yeah.
silly. If I wrote a poem at your party,
Why wouldn't somebody say if?
and
if,
I said,
if-
Ronnie,
yeah.
Ronnie is robbing the cradle with his young girlfriend, but no one here in this room thinks that.
Who gives
Now, why
a
would-
shit? I don't
why
give a
would I
shit what
bring that
people
up at
think.
your
I don't
beautiful
give a
party?
Shit what people think.
But why would I bring that up at your party and upset you?
I didn't think it would upset you. I thought it would.
What, that people
That
think I'm an
people
ass?
think
Of
he's
course
an
it upsets
ass?
me. Why wouldn't that upset me that there are people who think I'm an
But
ass?
you always say on the air, I don't give a fuck what they say about me.
Ronnie, I'm at a
I
party-
made my career, and you
Ronnie,
know,
Ronnie.
I don't care what they say.
Ronnie.
Right or wrong.
Forget that.
Right or wrong?
For
Why won't
any
you answer
person-
me?
For any person who's at a party, why would you bring up that they're an ass? That even one person thinks they're
Didn't
an ass.
mean it
Let
that
me put
way.
it
Don't you
another way.
understand that?
Well, how do you
put
else
it
do you
You're
mean
not
another
that?
way.
understanding. I didn't mean it that way.
Of
But
course
let
you
me
did.
ask
It was
you
a-
something, Ronnie. If you were writing him a thank you note,
I wrote him a thank you note.
let me say this.
I wrote him a thank you
Listen
note
to
and a
Robin.
Christmas fucking
You
card.
would never put in there, some people think you're an ass.
But I think you're a great guy.
I don't. Thank you. You're a great guy. What would you do that?
And I said thank you. You're a great guy at the end of it.
Yeah, but I'm saying, would you write that in a thank you note?
Let's say I
Not
give
in,
you.
not in a personal thank you note, but this was like for every. Whatever,
you'd rather
dude.
say
Oh,
that
you'd rather say it in front of
everybody.
So if you were writing me a note, would you say,
dude,
"Hey,
I can't
Howard"?
win around here.
If-
You know what?
Ronnie,
That's why I
Ronnie,
will
you
not
deserve
write
to
any
know-
more poems.
No, that's
You
not
know
the
what?
answer.
No,
I don't care
it
if you
is
write a
the
poem.
answer.
But I want you to learn from this. And you're not learning. You're so struggling to be right that you're not.
I'm
you're
not struggling to be right. I just. You keep saying I
Ronnie, listen to
insulted you,
Robin's-
but I don't
Ronnie,
feel I insulted you.
If I gave you a Christmas tip, okay?
Yeah.
Let's say I gave you a bunch of dough.
Right.
And I was a good guy.
Right.
And now you had to sit down and compose a note to me privately.
Okay.
Like Robin just said. It's a
Right.
perfect example.
Right.
In the note, would you say, hey, by the way, Howard, so many people think you're an asshole, but I got to tell you something. I don't feel that way about you.
No, I wouldn't.
Why wouldn't you write that?
Because it's a personal thing,
Right.
just to me, to you.
You understand that would be insulting to write that? It might bring bad feelings to the person reading
Would it make me actually feel
I-
good that I gave you a gift? Right? You agree?
Right.
So now you got up in public and announced to the room that a lot of people think I'm an ass, but you don't. So why would you do that in public if you...
I didn't.
Ronnie, you wrote it.
Yeah, I wrote it. Not saying me that I think you're an asshole.
No,
I didn't write
you didn't
that.
say that. You said a lot of people think I'm an asshole.
Right, but I
Would
didn't
you
say
write
the-
that to me in a thank you note if you're thanking me for the party? And don't you think that embarrasses me?
Whatever. I'm sorry. Whatever.
Thank you. All right.
Okay.
All right. That's all I wanted.
I don't.
Going somewhere.
I still don't get it. But okay.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. There's no way you don't get it.
Nope.
I know you do.
I don't get it.
He won't get it. He gets it.
You
He
can't-
just
you-
refuses.
I didn't know you became so sensitive all of a sudden.
It's not about being sensitive.
I thought you had.
It's
A,
like,
I
what
thought.
are you
I thought.
I took
introducing
it.
into
I
this lovely night
I
of
thought Howard
festivities?
Stern. I thought Howard Stern had some kind of a sense of humor. I guess
Well,
that's.
now I'm
you
Howard
just-
Stern.
I guess
Now I'm
that's
Howard
changed.
Stern.
I
So
guess
now
that changed.
You,
And you're
you
gonna-
can poke
I
him
guess you
and
don't have a
punch
sense of
him
humor anymore.
and then smooth it over by saying you're a great guy. That's what you do?
I didn't call him an ass. I said some people.
It's the
Meaning
same thing.
like
It's
media,
coming from your
shit
head,
like that, not-
Ronnie.
not the peop-
It's coming from your pen.
Oh, okay, Robin. Yeah. Okay. Fine. I called him an ass, okay? You happy?
You did.
You didn't.
Said,
And I
you
said he's
didn't call me an
crass.
ass.
You
Some
happy?
people
You're
say
real
it.
happy now?
Good Lord.
You got it out of
now,
your
do you
system?
understand?
You got it out of your system
Do you
now?
understand
No,
now?
I
He
still
doesn't.
don't fucking understand, okay?
This is what happened in school to him.
Yeah,
The
it's what
teacher
happened
probably
in
yelled
school
for
to
an
me.
hour,
Right.
and then said, "Ronnie, do you understand?" And he goes, "No, I'm not going to
You know,
understand."
but he's agreeing with everything, and then he says,
Right.
I still don't understand.
Right, he understands.
No, I don't. I still don't.
Then why did you apologize a few seconds?
Because I want,
Because I got through to you.
Got to make you happy.
No, you
Got to
didn't.
make you happy.
Oh, now this is another thing. Gotta make you happy.
Right. Have to make you happy.
Now, what happened at the party when you started yelling out? What about me? Why is no one
I
congratulating
wasn't
me?
yelling it out. What are you talking about? Shit.
Were you surprised that you ended up at the party dancing with Scott's wife, who was so insulting to you on the air?
She apologized. We settled it.
Because you guys were dirty dancing by the end of the
All
night.
right, so
I was glad to see
She
that.
came over and said I said to myself at the beginning of the night that I wasn't even going to talk to her. I didn't want to get into anything with her. I
Right.
didn't want to start anything there. But if she came over and started with me, then I don't know what would have happened.
Right.
But when she came in, I basically ignored her.
Right.
So I didn't,
I was smart.
no problem. Okay.
Right.
And then she came over and started talking. She said, I want to, talk to you about this. And that was it.
And she apologized, and,
Right.
then, and then you ended up dirty
She
dancing. Good.
realized what she had done
Right.
might have been insulting or
She apologized to me. She apologized to Stephanie. She
Right. So
apologized
now's
to
your
Rachel
chance.
for last year's thing.
And
okay?
and that's
it's fine.
and that shows you that she's a bright woman that
And I'm
was
stupid,
bigger.
okay?
she can consider.
I can't- I can't
Considered
get
what
into
she
my
had done was wrong.
Right. And then I had a thing with Benji yesterday, and that got settled.
What happened there?
Well,
Oh yeah. Now here,
Yeah,
this
what's
is a
going
good
on
point.
there?
You commented, and I think I heard you interviewed on Howard 100 News. I meant to ask you about this. When you were at the party, you felt Benji's girlfriend blew off your girlfriend.
Well, what happened was they were sitting in a booth, like
Benji and his girlfriend.
and his girlfriend. They were
Right.
sitting in a booth, and it was like
They were
I-
being weird.
weird, like kind of like you should come over and say hello to them or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what it was. Like a viewing or something. You got to go,
Go look at them.
But Stephanie went over to say hello to Benji.
Right.
Okay. And I was standing like further back. I didn't even go over. She went over and said hello to Benji, and she started to touch his hat.
Right.
And,
Playing around, having
and
some fun.
Yeah, and said to him, like, what are you doing? What's this outfit all about? All this kind of crap. And she got very, I don't know, protective of him.
Of Benji.
Elisa?
Elisa got very protective of him and basically told Stephanie, get the fuck away from him.
Oh.
Okay.
For real?
I didn't say she said it like that, but,
But she didn't use those words at all.
All right,
I said
but she gave an attitude.
basically gave her that attitude, Benji. Okay, we went through this yesterday, didn't we?
Oh, did you? I didn't hear this part.
No,
of the
we
wrap-up
talked
show.
about it out in
Oh,
the hall.
oh.
It wasn't on the air, and he kept trying to tell me out in the hall that when he walked in with her, I started yelling, "Look at these fucking idiots" or something.
That could have happened,
And that
you
was no, that was another thing I said to myself, just like with Robin Salem.
You weren't going to
When they walk in, I'm not even going to make like they're there. I'm ignoring it.
Right.
So he kept saying to me, I forgot because they claim I had a blackout. When I was having a speech to you or some bullshit, I didn't remember anything.
Well, you
Okay?
don't remember giving the speech, right?
Yeah, I remember it. Believe me, I
Oh, you
remember
do?
it. This was a whole Doug Goodstein thing also.
All right.
We had been out to dinner Wednesday night last week.
Well,
Doug
stick to
Goodstein-
Well, wait a second.
Let's
Stick to Benji.
Let's stick to Benji
Okay.
for now.
Let
All
me
right?
understand something, Ronnie. So what you're saying is, because I think you're articulating something that a lot of people tried to say.
Right.
You felt Benji was acting strange that night at the party. He was acting in a way that was not typical Benji.
Like he was like some kind of cool star that walked in.
Right.
And nobody should
Talk to him.
Well, not that you should come to him.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, they stake themselves out in a VIP section. And
Right.
You
In a
could
booth.
go
In a
visit.
booth.
Yeah.
Like if you're in a club.
Right.
And you're roped off. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you
Okay.
felt Benji's girlfriend was not friendly towards Stephanie.
Well, yeah, because she got upset with the
Benji,
touching,
were you there for that?
touching his hat. Of course he was there.
do you remember this at all?
I do recall.
Yeah. What do you think happened there?
Ron, I'm not saying this to upset you, but when we walked in, I don't
Oh,
think
we're going to
you
go back to that. Let's not talk about that. We're talking about.
But
Wow,
that's-
there's so much we can't talk about.
No, because I told you I wasn't going to say shit, and I didn't. He insists that I did, and I know I didn't. Okay? That when they walked in, I started yelling, fuck you to them, or look at these fucking idiots. Okay?
Did he do that?
He said, I think the word was like, look at this asshole, look at this asshole. Not about her,
Dude,
I think about me.
I
said
did
that.
not say a word to you.
He definitely yelled.
Okay.
Not necessarily to me, to people.
Meanwhile,
in front
you
of
asked
me.
10 people yesterday if they heard it, and they said no.
Some people told me they did.
And there was...
Who said
Who
they
those
did?
people? They were standing there. You asked them right in
Ask
front of me.
around. Ask her. Listen, Ronnie, I'm
Whatever,
not...
dude. Listen. I didn't say it. I know I didn't say it. I wasn't blacked out.
Ronnie, I'm not making it up.
Okay.
Maybe to you, you
No,
weren't
you
yelling.
make Benji. You make a lot of things.
No,
up.
I'm not
And
making
everybody knows that.
All right, what did I make
You
up?
make a lot of things
All
up
right.
around here.
So, but anyway.
Anyway, that
you
paints the scene a little bit.
So
That
then
paints
you're
the scene.
saying your girlfriend was mad at Stephanie and Ronnie.
When
Not at me. I didn't do anything.
They're
According
claiming.
to- well, yeah, okay.
You said they were an ass.
Right. Okay.
So when Stephanie came over.
Well, they came over to the
Why'd your
VIP
girlfriend-
section. They didn't get permission to come in, right?
No, but seriously,
All
why
right.
did Stephanie get attitude from your girlfriend?
Stephanie start? I don't remember exactly, but something like she started, grabbing at my hat and
she said to him, "What's this all about? This whole look and asking him questions about it and touched his hat and
to start to
offended
take it
you?
off. I think
no,
Lisa
she
just
didn't
told.
take it off.
All
She
right,
touched
Benji
it.
is telling his thing.
Okay, fine.
He feels that it was probably going to the point of being taken off.
She was
whatever,
violating
whatever.
my
And I think-
ears.
Were you offended when a young girl comes over and starts playing with you? It's kind of accepted that guys like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think that's
and
so bad.
And Elisa just told her to cut it out.
Oh, you think Elisa got jealous?
No, I don't know what it was. I think she just didn't want her grabbing at me and make.
She didn't want him
to be hatless.
Yeah.
But doesn't Elisa think you're capable of telling Stephanie to stop it if you...
Were
if
you offended by that?
Was I offended by what?
I think, why does
grabbing your
Elisa
hat.
have to speak up for you? I mean, and you could have said to Stephanie, "Don't touch my hat."
Sure, I could have.
Yeah,
So-
and
And I
you
think
were
I was
obviously
telling her.
enjoying it.
I think maybe she took it like offense because Stephanie was like, in a fun way that didn't bother me, but like poking fun at the outfit.
I see. Well, let me tell you.
Anyway, so
yeah.
we got into it in the hallway about it because certain people brought it up to him. To be exact, you want me to tell you exactly how this all started in the hallway?
Okay.
Out of nowhere, Benji's standing there in the hall yesterday after the wrap-up show. Brian Phelan walks up to him and goes, "Hey, Benji, I just want to tell you something. Your girlfriend was a total cunt at the party."
Oh my goodness.
Who said
Just like that.
Brian said that?
Brian said that, yes.
Wow.
Hey, don't take this personally. Sure. But your girlfriend was pussy the other night. She really
what?
was. I swear to God, listen, I met her.
How can I not take that personally?
I met her at Rick's, and she was awesome. But she had a big attitude at the Christmas party. She did. She totally did.
What did she do wrong?
She was like, I'm like, hey, how you doing? And she's like, oh yeah, whatever. I'm like, she just dissed me. I don't know. I felt pissed.
I think it was that we were. If anything, she got it from me that everyone's gonna give me shit about anything that happened.
I mean, I
So
purposely
probably-
came over and sat with you.
No, we were talking about.
I
how
know
nice
we
you
have.
are.
No, I'm saying you were great. You were great. I had a
No,
great
she's
time
great
sitting with
too,
you.
man.
But no, she had an attitude with me, and I didn't like it. I don't mind you giving me an attitude, but
I think she was just shy at the party.
And that's how this all started.
I see.
And then Doug said, there was a lot of people saying the same thing. And then I got into it with him about what happened with me. And that was it.
Boy, I thought the Christmas party was fun.
I had
a
but
great
fun,
time, dude.
Howard.
I
thought so, too.
I didn't
I had
get
a-
into
I had a
one
good time.
fight.
I didn't realize there was so many bad
I didn't know I
feelings.
was going to walk in here yesterday and get
Well, you deserved
shot
it.
with a shotgun.
You deserved it. You need me to tell you what you do wrong. You don't know what you're doing.
Okay.
You know you need me to instruct you and
Anyway,
advise you.
to the Benji and Elisa thing, I got a phone call from Benji and Elisa yesterday.
Yes.
And she doesn't want it to be that way. She was kind of like apologized and everything.
Well,
which
that's
I thought
wonderful.
Yeah, it was fine.
Okay, so the air is cleared. In other
But
words.
the thing is, I think you guys, when people are new in that situation, sometimes they're very nervous and shy, and maybe it comes across as
arrogant.
Maybe it does come
Right.
across that way, but she was absolutely. I think anyone that came and sat and we talked to, I think it was very friendly.
Headphones just fell off.
Well, Stephanie was trying to be friendly because she always
Stephanie came over to talk, right?
before you were with Elisa when it was just Benji.
Well, some people thought that wasn't a friendly
whoever you were
gesture.
with, she was always able to joke around with you, right or wrong. There was never a problem. We've been hanging out for years at these parties and functions, and there was never a problem like that, was there?
I don't even get. I don't get the point.
He's saying something has changed.
Right.
That you used to be the guy we could clown around with, and
Right.
now all of a sudden he can't.
You can clown around with me.
Well, it didn't seem that way.
No, I don't.
And I
the truth
brought that up to you yesterday, and also I explained it to Elisa on the phone yesterday, and she understood. I don't understand why you don't understand.
I don't understand why you don't understand. There you go. King of all blacks, you're on the air with everybody.
Yeah, yeah, Ron, you know I love you, baby. But I think that he was doing that poem because he thinks you're an asshole, Howard.
Well, listen.
What?
I don't think Ronnie thinks I'm an asshole,
What
but
do
he
you
doesn't
s-
understand that it's an insult.
Yeah. I know you love me. That's such bullshit too. You do everything you can to stick a knife in my goddamn back. Who are you kidding? You big dope. I don't give a shit what you say anyway. I really don't care. I did it because I wanted to let Howard know he's an asshole. Yeah, like I really would do that after 26 years with the guy. I'm going to make sure everybody knows I think he's an asshole. You're a moron.
Ronnie, you could be married.
Go buy your Lexuses and your 22-inch wheels and your fancy fucking cars and your goddamn bathroom faucets, whatever you got there. I don't want to hear about your bullshit. I have guests to take care of out there more important than you.
Who's your
Riley
guest?
Martin's
Riley Martin and
much
his-
better than you and his wife.
And his wife.
And his entourage. I don't want to listen to you. There's nothing to listen to you. You're nobody. To me, you're nobody, man. You are nobody. I don't want to hear you.
All right.
I'm
Thank
done.
you,
I'm
Robbie.
done.
Okay.
All right, let me just say something to Ronnie real quick because he just cursed me out. Can I just say
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, Ronnie, you could be married for 25 years and never love your wife. You could work for him all the time and become resentful.
Yes.
Hey, that's all I'm saying.
Good. He left, but I'll pass the word on
Well,
to
he
him.
wouldn't have understood anyway.
Yeah. By the way, you know what? You're wasting your breath.
Hey, Howard, what kind of suit does he have on today?
Beautiful. Thank you, King.
Hey, does he have a single? Does he have 3 buttons or 2 buttons?
I think it had. I don't know.
didn't
I
count
didn't count his
today.
buttons. Thank you, King. Wow, what a morning. Well, yeah.
Well, now we're discovering that a whole bunch of stuff went on at the party that we're completely unaware of.
Yeah, I got a tape from Benji's girlfriend last night, a voice recording, basically saying, "Gee, if anything went on where I offended you, please know that I didn't mean it." And I wrote back, Benji, I said, "Listen, you didn't offend me at all, and you don't have to apologize for anything." So the Christmas party always leads to lots
It
of.
was like 2 different parties. I had
Yeah.
a wonderful time.
Yeah, I was all right until I learned that some people think I'm an ass, but Ronnie doesn't think it.
Some people think you are crazy.
Some people think you're a dumbass and a douche.
But
Not
I
me.
Why don't you
think
tell us
you're
what
an A.
every negative thing you've ever
Yeah, right.
heard?
I don't think you're a dumb fucking moron, but some
they
people
are
do.
wrong.
I think you almost got through to him when you said about the thank you note. Like, would you
Yeah,
write, "Hey Howard,
there was
you know,
a moment.
it's amazing. You sent me a beautiful gift. I just want to thank you. And all these people think you're an asshole. I don't. Thank you." I didn't know you were so sensitive.
I thought you was Howard Stern.
You
I
always
guess
say
I'm wrong.
on the air you don't care. Well, you must care.
Who was that at the party then?
Maybe it was an imposter.
Are you Howard Stern?
Was a lookalike.
Because Howard Stern would not be
See,
offended.
if I didn't take him out of the car and didn't make him a security guy,
I hope he never stops writing poems.
he's got to write one more.
For New Year's.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
He's got to write one more poem.
Hey, Ron,
Yeah. What?
everything cool now?
About what?
You're a little cooled down?
No, what do you want?
Still fired up at Howard?
Yeah. I just don't get it with him. I just don't get it. I'm sorry.
Do you think he's changing? For the worse, as far
Not
as...
for the word. Don't put words in my mouth. You stop that shit. Nobody says changing for anything.
Becoming
okay?
more sensitive, less humorous.
I'm not talking to you, dude. You're not gonna rope me into saying some shit.
I'm not trying to rope.
Oh,
I'm trying to
I know what you're
speculate
fucking trying to do.
based on your
and you're not
studio
getting me to do
commentary.
it. Goodbye. I'm not doing it.
No one's out to get you, man.
No, you're out to fucking
not out to
twist
get
my
you.
fucking words.
I am not.
That's what you do, man. That's what
imply-
you're all about. I
you
know
made
it.
a comment in there, and I'm trying to follow up on it.
Yeah, and I already answered you once about it. I'm not saying another word about it because now you're coming out with the, did you cool down now? And do you think Howard's not funny anymore? Now stop it.